welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Emma. Today's video I'm going to be filming my 2024 favourites. Now I know I'm a little bit late with this video, and by the time this goes live it will be like end of January, but I did still want to film this video because I do think it's relevant, and I just really love yearly favourites roundups. Some of these things that I'm going to mention I probably have mentioned in videos throughout 2024, so I feel like a lot of this is going to sound very familiar to you. So I'm going to try and not ramble on too much about everything that I mention, but we've got a few beauty favourites, a few clothing favourites, and then a few like media favourites that I want to mention. Everything that I mention I will leave linked down below if you want to check it out for yourself. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get on into the favourites. Okay, so starting off with beauty, the first thing that I want to mention is the Inkey List Oat Cleansing Balm. I really love this for taking off my makeup. Pre this balm I always used to use a micellar water to take my makeup off, and since using this is like my third bottle, I haven't repurchased a micellar water, and I always use this to take off my makeup. It does leave a little bit of a oily residue on my skin, but I always go in with a second cleanse anyway. But I just really love it. I feel like it's really good at getting my makeup off. It's gentle on my skin, it doesn't irritate my skin in any way, and also this is really affordable. I think it's about £10 for this big bottle, and it does last me quite a while. Yeah, I think it's just a really good makeup remover. I've really tried to like minimize and cut down my skincare routine this year because I just find my skin reacts better when I use a minimal amount of products on it. Yeah, that is one thing that's just become a staple in my skincare routine. Okay, moving on to makeup favorites. The first makeup favorite I want to mention is the Vive Skin Nova Complexion Balm. To be honest with you, in the past few years I've been more of a tinted moisturizer, like light coverage person. I don't tend to use a foundation a lot, but I saw Jamie using this in the TikTok and I really like the look of it. Picked it up and I absolutely love this foundation. I think it just gives a really nice finish. For someone who doesn't wear foundation all the time, this is just a really nice foundation. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin at all. I would say it's more of a medium coverage. You can build it up if you want, but to be honest with you, I don't tend to like go in with like more than one layer of this because I just don't find I need to. And yeah, I really love it. I think it's just such a really nice foundation. It blends really nicely into the skin. One thing I will say about this is I have the shade 120, and I would say it's pretty much the perfect match for my skin tone, which I think is one of the reasons I love this so much, because I feel like it just blends seamlessly into my skin because of that. It is on the more like high-end price point, but I feel like it's around like the standard price point for a foundation, and I just really love it. And I would definitely recommend, if you're on the market for a foundation but you don't really want a heavy cakey full coverage foundation, I think this is a really nice option. I think it just gives a really nice finish, and yeah, when I do wear a foundation, this is one that I've been gravitating most towards recently, so really love this. And then the next makeup product that I want to mention is the 17 Extreme Extension Lengthening Mascara. I picked this up on a whim, to be honest with you. I've heard pretty good things about the 17 brand. It's a really affordable brand. Like, I'm pretty sure this mascara is only like £4 or something. But one thing that I love about this is I have the shade brown, and I just really love wearing brown mascara. I'm such a brown mascara convert, and I think it's just a really nice mascara. I feel like the brown is just a lot less harsh on my face because I do have lighter hair and a fairer skin tone. I find a brown mascara just works better, and this is just a really nice mascara that I really love. And yeah, like I say, it's very affordable. It is just a good mascara. It does the job. I wear it pretty much every time I'm wearing mascara. I always wear this, and I just really love it. And I love having a brown mascara as well. I'm such a brown mascara convert. And then the next product that I want to mention is a cream blusher. I love cream blusher. I feel like I've only recently started using cream blusher in my routine, like in the past couple of years. I have a couple that I really like, but this is definitely my favorite, and I don't feel like I hear a lot of people talk about this, but I really love it. And this is the Merit Flush Balm in Fox. It just looks like this. This is a gorgeous shade. I heard the founder of Merit say this is her favourite blush shade, I'm pretty sure. I think it just gives a lovely blush shade to the skin, and it looks nice in all seasons. I really love it in summer because it almost gives like a slightly like sunburnt look, but in winter as well. And I really love the formula of these. They're a little less pigmented than some other cream blushes, but I really like that because I feel like you can really easily build, and it never looks too overboard. But I think this is just a really lovely natural blush shade that I just think looks really nice like all the time, and every time I use this I just really like my blush. I am running low, so I do need to pick up another one. And I also really love the like applicator. It's like such a fun little thing, and then you just like swipe it on. But I think it's just a really lovely cream blush, blends in beautifully, and I just love the shade. Yeah, I'm definitely going to repurchase this when I run out because I just really love this blusher. Okay, and then the last makeup product that I want to mention is a tinted lip balm. Now, tinted lip products have been my thing in 2024. I don't really now ever wear a lipstick. I will occasionally put a lipstick on. I'm so much more of a tinted balm person. I just think they look really nice. I feel like they're nicer than a lip gloss because they're actually helping hydrate the lips. They're still adding a little bit of colour, but they just look really pretty. And I have a lot, but my favourite one, and the one that I probably use the most, is the Rhode Peptide Lip Tint in Ribbon. Just looks like this. I love this. I'm wearing it today. I wear it pretty much all the time. This is more of a pinky nude. For me personally, I feel like a pinky nude suits me better than more like a corally nude or a brownie nude. I just really like a pinky nude, and this is just lovely. I love the packaging. It's really easy to use. Yeah, I'm pretty much addicted to this, to be honest. I carry it with me everywhere. Like I say, I do have a few that I really love. I really like the e.l.f. tinted lip oils. I've recently tried the new Rimmel ones that I really like, and I recently tried the Summer Friday ones, and they're all really nice, but this is just the one that I gravitate to the most, and I really love it. And I feel like Rhode is one of those brands that when it was first launched I was a little bit dubious of because of the celebrity name, but I do actually feel like they do make really good products, and this is one that I really love. It's just such a nice shade. It's such an easy shade, and it goes with like so many different lip liners, or even if I'm not really wearing any makeup, just putting this on my lips just to give my lips a little bit of a tint, I really love. So yeah. Okay, and then the last beauty thing that I wanted to mention is a perfume. I typically prefer a more musky, dark perfume, which means I don't always wear perfume because I don't feel like those sort of scents work for the daytime. I can't remember when I got this first because this is my second bottle that I've used up, and I feel like it's such a classic, but I really love it. And this is the Victor & Rolf Flower Bomb. Like, as you can see, I'm pretty much finished, but I just really love it. I think it's just such a classic fragrance. I feel like it's just a really nice scent. It's not a harsh fragrance. I don't feel like it's offensive. I honestly don't know how you couldn't like this scent. It's just a really nice scent. I'm terrible at describing scents, so I will just leave the notes here for you to read, but I just really like it. It's almost like quite sweet, but it's fresh and a little bit florally, and it's just a really lovely fragrance for every day. Like I say, I do have like a few perfumes that I really love that are more of a darker scent, but I tend to save those for evenings, so I don't always wear those. So this has been my most worn perfume in 2024, and I just really love it. I think it's just a really good classic scent, and I feel like it lasts really nicely as well on me, and I think it's a good all year round scent as well. I feel like some scents are more like tailored to different seasons. I feel like that is just a good solid all round all year scent that I really loved in 2024. And I've finished one bottle, and this is my second bottle, and I never finish bottles of perfume. I feel like I get quite precious with them, but I've been using that religiously. Okay, so moving on to fashion favorites. I feel like my fashion favorites are a little bit random, but when I was thinking about my favorite things that I've worn this year, these are the things that stood out. So the first thing is these t-shirts. This is the Topshop Everyday Tee. Now I know this looks really boring because it is just a plain t-shirt, but this is just my perfect everyday tee. It's slightly cropped, but it's a slightly longer crop, and for me who wears like a lot of high waist or mid-rise things, it sits at the perfect point on my body. If I want it to meet something, I can, but then if I just want a tiny slither of skin, it's really nice, and it's just the perfect length. I love this t-shirt. This is the black. I do actually have 3 other colours. I have a heather grey one, I have a red one, which I really love actually, even though it's a bit of a brighter colour. I do wear that a lot, and then I do have a white one as well, and I just love them. I think they're about £10. They're sometimes on sale, but they're my go-to t-shirts. Like I say, I mean, I have 4 of them, so that kind of shows my love for them, and I love them so much I'm actually even considering getting a second white one. I think I will at some point. When I need a white t-shirt, which is quite often, and that one's in the wash, I'm actually sad about it that I can't wear it. So I definitely feel like I want another white one, and I probably will look at the other colours as well because I just love them. I think they're just such a good quality. They fit me really nicely. They just like are the perfect amount of like being fitted to my body without being like too tight that I feel uncomfortable. And yeah, they just sit at the perfect length, and they're just really comfortable. And like I say, they're £10, and I know they're very basic, and it's kind of a boring fashion favourite, but they're just a staple in my wardrobe. I wear them all season round. I wore them throughout the summer, in the autumn, under jackets. I'm wearing them even in the winter, like underneath cardigans, underneath jumpers. Yeah, they're just my favourite t-shirts, and I'm really happy to have like my favorite t-shirt. They also actually do long sleeves, so I'm tempted to check out the long sleeves and see if I like those. Okay, and then the next fashion favorite is kind of random because it's in pajamas. But my favourite discovery of 2024 was cotton pyjamas. Basically, for Christmas 2023, I got this pair of pyjamas from H&M. They're just a blue and white striped shirt and long bottom cotton pyjamas. I absolutely love them, wore them all the time, raved about them. And then for my birthday, which was in February, my partner, he got me these ones, which are from Hush. They've got monkeys on. These again are shorts and long bottoms. I am like trying to slowly like build up my cotton pyjama thing because I do want like a shortened t-shirt set for summer, just to make them a bit more practical. But they're just so soft, and I've just decided that I want good quality pyjamas because it's just the way to go. I've decided. I just love my cotton pyjamas, and yes, they are a little bit more expensive on first glance, but I feel like once I have like 5 or 6 staple pairs that get me through the year, that's me sorted for like a good couple of years because they've just lasted really well. These Hush ones especially have lasted really nicely. They're just so soft. They're so cozy. They keep me warm, but I never find that I get overheated in them, and I just love them. And these ones are a really fun print, and these ones are really fun print. These remind me of the pyjamas that she wears in You've Got Mail when she's sick with the trench coat. If you know, you know. But yeah, cotton pyjamas. I'm just a convert. I got another pair for Christmas that I absolutely love, which are like shorts and long bottoms. So yeah, I'm slowly building up my collection. And then the last fashion favourite is an accessory, and to be honest with you, these are more of a recent addition, but I had to mention them because I think I only got them in October or November, and I've barely taken them off my feet. And that is my Doc Marten 1461s. Now, I bought these on Vinted for £20. They do have signs of wear and tear, like that doesn't bother me. I quite like a worn-in shoe. But I just love these shoes so much. I just wear them all the time. I do have a couple of pairs of trainers that I really love, and I will still wear trainers. Like I've got my Converse that I love, I've got my Reeboks that I love, but I just feel like I'm much more of like a like shoes like this and loafer person. I just love a classic shoe, and these have just honestly barely left my feet. Like they've just been my winter shoe that I've worn all winter so far. Surprisingly comfortable for Doc Martens. I don't know if that's because I bought them second hand, but they are really comfortable on my feet. I absolutely love them. The only thing I will say is I think these are a size 5, and I am normally a UK 6, and these are a UK 5, and they fit my feet really well. So maybe try them on if you're gonna buy them, because I didn't realize they were a 5 when I bought them, and then they arrived and then I realized, and I was a bit worried, but they actually fit my feet really well. But I love them. They're just a classic shoe. I feel like they're such a good shoe. They're such a good quality shoe, and they just look good with so many different things, and I'm actually really excited to wear them in spring summer as well. I know some people are gonna look at them and think that's not very spring summery, but I think they're gonna look really cute with skirts and dresses when the weather warms up. I wear them like all the time. I've worn them in the evenings, I wear them to work. And also I will say, like this year I did really enjoy like shopping secondhand, and I would definitely say these are my best secondhand purchase that I've made so far, and probably like my best overall purchase really of 2024, because I just love them. Okay, and then I'm going to mention a few media bits. So firstly, a couple of books. Now I'm only going to mention 2 books. Honestly, I feel like this whole video, my whole like favourite for 2024 could be reading, because I really got back into reading. I feel like I got back into reading in 2023. In 2024 that just continued, and I've just loved reading. About halfway through the year I joined an online book club, and I really loved that, which led me to join an in-person book club that I'm still a part of, and I love going to. We have monthly meetups, and I just love that I've come back to reading. It was something that I loved to do as a child, and I'm just really happy that I'm like making time for reading again in my life, although saying that I've not been great so far in 2025 with my reading, so I do need to step it up. So yeah, I could probably talk about all the books I've read in 2024, but the 2 standouts for me are Sally Rooney, Conversations with Friends. I love this. I love Sally Rooney. I know she's not for everybody, but I really love this book. I think I prefer this to Normal People. Now I did read Normal People a good few years ago, so it's not as fresh in my mind, but I really love this book. I think I went into this with less expectations because I know people were saying this isn't as good as Normal People, but I really love it. I feel like a more complex story than Normal People, and a less like relatable story, but I really love it. I love Sally Rooney's writing. I love the way she writes characters and character explorations and talking about relationships between different characters, and yeah, I really love this. I am going to watch the TV show, but I'm going to save it for summer because I read this in like September, October time, I think. And I feel like it's going to be a good summer watch, so I'm waiting until summer to watch the TV show. Yeah, it was definitely one of the standouts from my 2024 reading. And then the other book is Fourth Wing. I've put off reading the Fourth Wing series for so long. And I finally read this in November and loved it. I am still yet to read Iron Flame. I know Onyx Storm, well, will already be out by the time this video goes up, so I do still need to carry on the series. But I really love this book and I would really recommend. I think if you want to get into this whole fantasy, I think this is a really good way to start. Like, not that I'm an expert because I've not read a lot of the like fantasy books that are recommended on Book Talk, but I really love this book. I feel like it was really accessible. Even if maybe you've read some of those fantasies and they weren't for you, I definitely recommend Fourth Wing because I think it is just an accessible book. I really enjoyed it and I'm really excited to carry on my Fourth Wing journey. And yes, it is chunky, but I got through this pretty quickly. So yeah, like, I had my 2 standout books from 2024, but honestly every book that I read in 2024 I pretty much enjoyed. There was a couple of that were a bit like meh, but I think reading overall has just been a favourite for 2024. Okay, and then moving on to music favourites. 2024 was a fantastic year for music for me. I went to quite a few gigs in 2024 and I love experiencing live music. It's one of my favourite things to do, if not my favourite thing to do, and I got to go to a lot of concerts in 2024 that I absolutely loved and are honestly like my top memories of 2024. So none of these are probably going to come as a shock to you if you follow me or you know me in real life, because yeah. But the first one is The Tortured Poets Department by Taylor Swift. I feel like we've moved on too quickly from this. I know like Taylor Swift is like obviously a very big thing, but I feel like we've moved on so quickly from the fact that she released a 31 song album. Is it 31 songs? And I love this album. Every time I listen to it I find a new appreciation for it. Like, I feel like because it is so long I don't always listen to it in full, and every time I do I'm like, wow. I think the anthology is my favourite, and I think the anthology is one that I come back to. However, there are some songs on the actual album that are some of my favourite Taylor Swift songs. LOML was one of my top play songs on my Spotify Wrapped, which is such a sad song, but I just think it's a brilliant song. So yeah, and also I will say, like, out of all the eras, like, I did not expect the Tortured Poets Department to be one of my favourite eras at the Eras tour, but it definitely was. Like, I thought it was just so well done at the Eras tour that she really did a good job. She didn't disappoint me. So very exciting. Okay, and then my other music favourites I don't have physical copies of, but my other favourite, and honestly probably my top listened to album of 2024, was Bleachers. I really loved that album, and then we last minute made the decision to go see them live in Birmingham back in March. And it was one of my favourite gigs I've ever been to, if I'm honest. It was such a good vibe. I had such a good time. Like, it was very packed in there. And it was a very small space. But I just had such a good night. They were really good live. I'm dying to see them live again. And then that really opened me up to the rest of their discography. So I've been going back and listening to all their other albums. But the album they released in 2024 is definitely one of my favourites. And then also, like, all their older albums that I've just gone back and discovered, I really loved. So yeah. And then my other music favourites are Sabrina Carpenter. I feel like I can't talk about 2024 music without mentioning Sabrina Carpenter. I love her. I think she's great. I loved the Emails I Can't Send album, and I think that deserved the same like level of recognition as she's had with this past album. But this past album I also really loved. I think I still do prefer Emails I Can't Send, but I just really love her music. I think she's just fun. She's bringing back like the pop girl. I really want to go see her tour, go see this short and sweet tour. I'm gutted that I don't have tickets. I'm still hoping that I can somehow manage to go. And I know like her music's not for everybody, but I just really love her songs. I think it's just fun music. Yeah, and I think also she's just got such a great sense of humour. I think if you listen to the short and sweet album, like, she just has a fantastic sense of humour that I love in all of her songs, and I think she's just great. And yeah, I feel like she deserves all the love and recognition that she got in 2024. And then my other favourite is Gracie Abrams. I've listened to a little bit of Gracie Abrams on and off for a couple of years, and then the Secret of Us album came out and I really love that. I will say there are songs on The Secret of Us that I prefer over the other ones, but I really love the album as a whole. And then obviously she came out with the deluxe version towards the end of 2024, and that just like blew up. She had some fantastic songs on there. I feel like when Gracie Abrams gets it right, she gets it really right. And some of my favourite songs of the year have been from Gracie Abrams. So obviously That's So True, I Love You, I'm Sorry, I love the song Risk, Blowing Smoke, and tough love. Those songs in particular, like really love Gracie Abrams. And again, I haven't got tickets to see Gracie Abrams and I would love to go. I've actually not got any concerts lined up for 2025 because we've got like important things happening in 2025 that I need to focus on, and I'm quite sad about it. So I'm gonna have to change that ASAP. And then the last things I want to mention are some YouTubers, because I was kind of sitting thinking about like films and TV shows that I've watched this year that I really loved. And there was definitely a couple, like Bridgerton season 3 I really loved. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, I'm definitely due a rewatch of Bridgerton season 3 because again, I feel like I've moved on too quickly from that. And there was some like films that I watched that I really enjoyed. But I am such a YouTube girly. Like, the reason that I started uploading on YouTube was because I watched YouTube for so many years, and I still do. I just wanted to mention some of my favorite YouTube creators. Everyone I follow on YouTube I really love, and I watch everyone for different reasons, but these are just some of my favorites. Now I will say there is kind of a common theme with a lot of these, is I love an aesthetically well edited relaxing vlog. Which you will see. So my first favourite is Claudia Sulewski. Love Claudia. I followed her for years. I'm sure everyone's familiar with who Claudia Sulewski is. I really love her. She uploads monthly vlogs, which I genuinely look forward to those vlogs every month. And I just love her editing. I love how like the effort she puts into the intros and outros of those vlogs, and I just love them. I love following her little life, and she lives such an amazing glamorous life out in LA. I just love her vlogs. They always seem like cozy and relatable to me, and I just love the way she edits. So yeah, love those. And then the next person is Lizzie Hadfield. I love Lizzie. I've watched her videos for years, but this year I've really religiously watched every video, and it was actually her online book club that I joined called Buffy's, and I just really love her vlogs. I just think they're really interesting. She lives between London and New York, so it's just really fun to watch. And again, I love just the way she like visualizes things and puts things together in a video. I just really love. And then similarly, I love Stephanie Taylor. She does monthly vlogs. I think they're monthly. Maybe they're a little bit more regular than monthly. I actually discovered her on TikTok, and she lives in New York, and she just makes these really nice vlogs that I really like, and they're really aesthetically pleasing, and I really love them. And then on a similar note, I love Sarah Gray. She's Canadian. I love her vlogs. Again, I discovered her on TikTok, and then I've watched her on YouTube, and every time she uploads, like, straight away I watch her video because I just love her vlogs. I think they're just really relaxing. She has really nice ambient music. And then similarly to her, Lauren Louise, I discovered her on BookTok, and then again she does vlogs that are just really nice aesthetic. They're calming, they're easy to watch, they're well edited. Yeah, they all kind of have a similar theme in these videos. And then similarly, Chloe Haywood, she uploads weekly vlogs of her life in London, and I just really love the editing again of her vlogs, and I just find them really interesting. She also has a fantastic style. I mean, all these people have really good style that I really love watching. And then also Nina, I really love her vlogs. She lives in Australia, and she does vlogs on different things. She also talks about mental health, and I love her videos. Again, I just find all these people very relaxing and easy to watch. And then more like style related, I really love Cup of Geordie. I really love all her videos. She just talks about different things. She has a podcast with her sister, and they talk about music, which I really enjoy because she has a very similar music taste to me, and she talks about a lot of artists that I listen to. She does fashion videos, which I really love. And she just seems really fun. Like, she just has a lot of fun with fashion. Yeah, I really like her videos. And then also Michaela Dixon, she does fashion videos. She lives in New York, and she did like a whole like clearing out her wardrobe series. She's done like a low buy year, and I just really love her fashion content. And yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, there's loads of other YouTubers that I could talk about. Like, I love Sophie and Shinsia's vlogs. So yeah, I feel like I could like ramble on about my entire subscription feed, but they're just some of the ones that I want to mention. I will list them all down below, and I might add extras to that list because honestly, I just love YouTube. It's just a platform that I really enjoy, and I just love watching other people's YouTube videos. I watch more YouTube than I do television, so I just did want to give a shout out to some YouTube creators. But yeah, I think that's everything I want to mention for this video. I'm sure I'm going to go to edit this and think about a million more things that I could have mentioned in this video, but I just kind of wanted to keep it a little bit more concise. I mean, I feel like I've rambled on for about half an hour, so apologies if I have. I hope you were sitting comfortably. If you did enjoy this video, I'd love it if you could give it a thumbs up, and share with me any of your favourites in the comments below that you think I might enjoy, or any other YouTubers that you would recommend, or if any of you guys have channels. let me know down below so I can check them out. Yeah, I mean, I know this is late and it's late in January, but I just want to say thank you for all the support in 2024. I really just really still love making YouTube videos, and it's just become such a hobby of mine that I really love doing, and I would just thank you to always support in 2024. But yeah, if you're new to my channel, I would love if you could subscribe, and I will see you all next week in a brand new one. Goodbye.